What's up? What's up, Anatomy of Marriage? Seth here, and this is going to be a long video. I'm trying something differently here. It's going to be posted on Facebook and also IGTV, Instagram TV. So if you don't have that yet, go check it out. And I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things here that are just on my mind, things that I struggle with. And okay, let's talk about motivation and sustained motivation and goal setting. And this isn't like a motivational thing because honestly, I am really not motivated right now to do a lot of things. And I think that's in part of knowing yourself. I personally go through these times, months at a time, in fact, of really intense motivation, of getting up super early, working on podcast stuff, working on other work stuff, getting budgets and doing all this. And that would include a morning workout and a morning meditation time. And then also I would do evening workouts and evening meditation times. So like two workouts per day. And I did that for a long time. And I have this history of intense involvement and stuff, and then just like nothing, where usually I drink more than I should and I eat more carbs and sweets than I should, and I kind of don't get anything done. And unfortunately, coming off of a vacation in South Carolina where we just, ate and drank whatever and went to restaurants and did this, it was almost like a gluttonous time, and I'm not really it kind of reset my body, and more so than my body, it reset my brain. So I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys go through this? Do you guys go through intense motivation times of you're working and work doesn't even seem like work or whatever, and you're humming along and you're seeing results? Maybe it's diet, maybe it's exercise, or maybe it's a project or something that you're doing, and you're just killing it and it feels great. Maybe you're getting up super early, you're on a schedule, you're very regimented, and then you go something happens, I don't know, you get sick or you get in a fight with your wife or whatever, and that whole schedule just crumbles down. Me and Melanie hadn't fought recently. Things are fine. Sometimes that would knock me off schedule today, and I'm even feeling more off schedule today because literally I woke up at 9:05, and guess what? I had a 9 o'clock meeting this morning with a supervisor at work, and I was like, are you effing kidding me? I didn't set an alarm because usually I don't have to set an alarm, but this was just a real a wake-up call to be like, yo, get back on your schedule, get back on your workout routine, your cold dip routine, your meditation routine, your journal routine in the morning, because what are you doing? You woke up at 9:05 and you had a 9 o'clock meeting? Are you kidding me? So it's really discouraging and depressing in that way. And let's have a conversation. I want to know, I literally want to know, because making videos like this helps me to get on track, to have increased self-awareness, to know myself better, because what I'm doing is basically journaling out loud with a video and then letting other people see it. So there's an accountability piece there, and it's a conversation starter. I would much rather have a conversation about my own stuff with you guys than just thinking it up here in my head the whole time, right? We have about also a million things going on. We have a premarital series that we're doing. We have a book that we're trying to do. We have 2 weddings this weekend. We have an event that we are emceeing pretty soon. We have clients for work. We have the podcast. We have the blog. We have the other thing that we're trying to do with the business, and I don't want to say that it's too much, because I love every single thing that we're doing. I think that we are so blessed to have these opportunities and create things, create content, and help people, and that is, I think, what it's about. But I need to refine my juice, you know, my motivation, or whatever it is. And again, this is not a motivational video. Well, maybe for me, because it'll like kick my butt and be like, oh, okay, get back on it. You know, the times. Oh, here's another thing. This is another thing that I struggle with, because when I get demotivated, or maybe it's not about, it shouldn't be about motivation, because motivation sometimes is a feeling. I don't feel like getting up and running. I don't feel like cooking supper tonight, so let's go to taco time or whatever. How can I, and this goes along with a book that I was reading. I read about half of it and need to get back into it. It's called When Willpower Doesn't Work. I think the way that I grew up culturally was you make yourself do it. You don't cry. Don't say that you're hurt. Don't show weakness. Don't whine about it. You just effing do it, right? You just do it. And sure, that worked in high school, in college, well, it's worked on and off, you know, for 40 years. And however, I'm seeing that willpower doesn't work, because oftentimes I go through this cycle of willpower, make myself do it, come on, do it. And then when I don't feel motivated, then I honestly start having negative self-talk. What's wrong with you? Why can't you do it? Maybe you are weak. Maybe you're not motivated. Maybe you're not self-disciplined enough. And that just doesn't work for me anymore. So I need to increase my forced functions. And a perfect example of forced functioning is you say the night before that you're going to get on a schedule, and you set your alarm for 5:30 a.m., right? Instead of setting your alarm, which in this case is my phone, instead of setting my phone just right on my nightstand within arm's reach, I turn up the volume and I set it across the room. So that is a forced function. If I want to turn the alarm off, I have to get up, get out of bed, walk over, and turn it off, right? Then I will be much more likely to wake up and not go back to bed, opposed to beep, 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 turn it, and then go back to sleep, right? So that's a forced function. So I need to look at what forced functions can I create in my life to get the goals, or get the things that I want to obtain. Okay, healthier body, more energy, more productive with my time, increased, self-awareness. So what can I do? Maybe I can make videos like this and actually tell people on Facebook and IGTV, Instagram TV, that I'm going to do these things. Share with me what your force functions are, what you're doing. When your willpower isn't enough, then what's going on? I think a really good example of another force function that I did without even knowing it, is when Melanie and I were going through a ton of issues years ago, and I would set prayer alarms or intentional alarms on my phone, and it just wasn't a choice. Like, there were many times when I was like, oh no, it's almost 2 o'clock. I know that alarm is going to go off. I don't want to, call Melanie because she's pissed at me, or I'm pissed at her, and this is the very last thing that I want right now. But I would do it, right? Another good exercise is, I can't remember the name of the lady, but it's, you do a countdown, and you think of something, you contemplate something, and then you start. It's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown, and I use this sometimes for my cold dip when I don't want to do it. And I made just an agreement, just a personal promise to myself that if I start the countdown at 5, then there's no way that I can stop it. So the cold dip might be like 5, and then you're like, oh crap, I started counting. There's no way that I can stop unless I die or something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you do it. And that's what I need to do. Let's talk about forced functionings. I know this is a super long video, but I don't care. It's a thing that I'm gonna try out. So I hope that you watch it. We'll see. And please, in the comments below on Facebook especially, and on Instagram, IGTV, leave the comments. If you want to help me, if you want to help Anatomy of Marriage, then leave comments. If you want to help yourself, then leave comments and start this conversation going and do something. Drop us a line at anatomyofmarriage@gmail.com and let's get this conversation going. I am now 34 minutes late for my meeting, and it sucks. I don't like this feeling anymore, and I'm going to do something about it to change. So let me know. All right, take care.